Hi, today's topic is going to be ethics, working with survivors of trauma and abuse. A few tips and signs for you to be aware of and what you should or should not do as a massage therapist. So thank you for joining me today. Many people have experienced trauma of some nature. It may have been physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, or sexual abuse. We must be professional and remember, do not get involved in transference, which is a projection by a client's feelings, needs, or issues onto you instead of recognizing them as their own, or countertransference, which is the projection of your feelings onto your client. If you've had an experience, please, the session is about the client, not about you. Don't share your personal situations, abuse, or traumas. Let the time be for your client. Act with integrity, be fully present, use extreme professionalism, and always interact safely. Some of the signs or symptoms could be tight muscles guarding in their body, a gentle tear rolling down the side of their face. Some people, you may find that their limbs don't move as easy when you're trying to do range of motion or stretches. There are many signs and symptoms that we as massage therapists need to be keenly astute to so as not to cross the boundary when we're working with our clients. Where do the boundaries begin? The minute you make a connection with your client. Take notice. Do they make eye contact? Do they stand far away from you or very close? Do they reach out for a handshake or are they rigid in their body? It's important for us as massage therapists to be very aware of how somebody protects their space and how we interact with them so as not to offend them in any way. Clients who've had some form of trauma want to feel safe, whether that's physically or emotionally. So you want to communicate with them. You want to create a safe environment for them. Make sure they're draped appropriately. Ask them what their needs are. Ask them what they don't like or what they expect in their session today. Make sure that when you're working with the muscle and the tissue, that you're in communication with them. Be aware of the different signs and symptoms I talked about. Make sure that they feel safe enough to end a session if they are uncomfortable. If you notice that someone begins to cry, stop the session and give them the time and space. Hand them a tissue. Ask them if there's anything you can do for them. Do not give them advice. You're not a counselor. Just support them and ask them would they like to continue or end the session. Recognize your limitations. Beyond things that we as a massage therapist can answer about one's physical well-being, your client may begin to ask you for advice, especially in the psychological realm. It is not within our realm of practice to offer any advice. I suggest that before you overstep your own professional boundaries, it's a good idea for you to have other appropriate referrals that you can hand out to your clients. Get to know who is in your healing community and get their business cards. Find out what kind of work they do and refer your client to them. If you're interested in learning more about working with survivors of trauma and abuse, I have a Compassionate Touch training that I offer online at massageproce.com. It will give you more information, some exercises to perform with your clients, more details on how to work with clients of a variety of different issues. Will prepare you better. It will give you resources for books to read and other things that you need to know. Again, you could do this training online for 4 CEs in ethics by going to www.massageproce.com. This was Gloria Capola today, guiding you along your way on your career in massage therapy. Remember, shine your light and you will always be bright. Thank you for joining me today.